Issues here. All right, I think you should be able to hear me now. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for, I can see all the messages and the love. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone that is sending messages. We are having some, am I audible? We are having some technical issues today of all day, but I'm here now. I'm here now. And I'm glad to be here. Thank you on TikTok. Thank you on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. I want to say thank you so much for waiting. Thank you for the messages. I saw quite a lot of messages, but I couldn't reply all because we were trying to fix what is not right. But I'm here now. And I believe you should be able to hear me audibly. Please, whatever platform you're joining me from, I want you to drop a comment. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know you can see me. That is going to give me, the assurance that I'm audible and I can continue, because I am late because of the technical issues. So I apologize for that. And I want to say thank you for waiting. Thank you for waiting. All right. Love is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing. I love love. I love love so much. I love love. I love love. So it depends on the kind of love you're talking about. It depends on the kind of love that you know. But trust me, the word love is a beautiful, beautiful thing on itself. All right, I know a lot of people are like, okay, how do we yearn for love? Oh, what is Coach Oye saying today? I know about yearning for love. Which one is yearning for love? All right, we're going to dive into it shortly, but I want to say thank you again. If you're seeing my face for the very first time today, I want to officially welcome you to Parenting Essentials. We call it, this is the home of key strategies to parenting. And every Saturday evening, I'm here live to hold your hands, to guide you on the journey of visionary parenting with intentionality. And this is coming to you from the Vision Guide. From the Vision Guide. All right, let's picture somebody who is very hungry. And this person was not even aware that you are hungry. You don't know that you're hungry. He didn't actually realize. The only moment or any time that he always remember that, hunger can happen, I can be very famished, is when he started yearning. Oh, food. Up to that very moment, he wasn't processing that, okay, I think my tummy is empty. I think I might need food in a while. So, only when you get to the point of, you can't control that hunger again, you're just yawning on uncontrollably, that is when you remember that, okay, where is the food I'm going to eat? And at this moment, there might not be food, or the food available might not be what you want. This particular person, we always end up eating what is available, Oh, yeah, I just want to eat. Even if you do not like the food. To survive, what happens? You just eat whatever is available. Even if sometimes at that particular moment, a lot of people, we forget, can you please help me check the system? We forget that they have allergies or whatever it is. Just to survive, they're just going to swallow whatever is available. They eat whatever it is. And this can bring about accepting pain. It can bring about accepting a lot of things, and I'm going to be sharing quite a lot of examples today, and I'll be talking about yearning also for love. And I know that's what you want to hear when you want to yearn for love, but I know the yearning for love is going to call your attention to what we are doing today. And I've seen quite a lot, and I remember a particular person that make me to think about how people actually yearn for love. They just look, they're just hungry. They are not processing what sort of love they are into. They just want that love. All of a sudden, they just feel like it and they just want to grab it. And that is why some people, ladies or guys, when they feel like, okay, I just want somebody to touch me, they do not process whosoever it is at that moment. That is different from yearning for love. That is yearning, for love. All right, I want to say welcome again, everyone, on TikTok. Thank you so much for joining me. Facebook, Instagram. Let me know I'm audible. I can't see comment right now, but I'm going to be checking them out shortly. And I want to believe that you can hear me clearly and audibly. So tonight we're going to be talking about something that many people feel. A lot of us too feel this. A lot of people feel this love. They feel, you feel to yearn for love. But a lot of people do not admit it. So this is what we are going to look at tonight. A lot of people feel this, but not a lot of people admit this. Yearning for love. Not just wanting love, not just I want love, not just companionship, not just anything, craving deeply. So don't forget I started by sharing what it means to yearn for love. And I'm talking about yearning for love now. So I'm going to just be interchanging, and I'll be describing what this means and what I want us to take home today. I'm going to start with a story. There's this lady called Ada. I'm going to share a story of this lady called Ada. And this Ada in the picture, it is not the name of this real person that this happened to. So don't worry. So let's picture this person to be called Ada. Ada was very intelligent. Ada is so beautiful. Ada is adorable. A beauty to behold. Hardworking. She's so much of so many things that you can just look up to. The beauty, the intelligence. But she had one silent weakness. What do you think this can be? A beautiful lady. When she speaks, people are going to stop to listen to her, because she doesn't just speak. She speaks with a lot of wisdom. A lot of wisdom is being shared. But, she would just accept anything called love from anywhere. This is a silent weakness from Ada. With all her intelligence, with all her beauty, she will just accept love from anywhere. If somebody is testing her, consistently, to her, that is love. All you need to do is just to pick up your phone and just tell Ada, you're beautiful, I love you. Ada is just going to see this as love. She will call it love. If somebody just buy a gift, even if it's a candy, it's whatever it is it shawarma, whatever it is, a box of pizza, Ada sees it as love. Ada sees it as love. If somebody simply stay with her, even if they are disrespecting her, they are humiliating her, when somebody is being stepped on, disrespected, being spoken to rudely, as long as you stay, you are not walking away. Ada sees love in it. She sees everything and call it love. But I want you to know that she wasn't foolish. She wasn't foolish. She wasn't actually desperate. She was just yearning. She was just truly yearning. Because you know what? That seems that act is filling a gap in the life of Ada. Maybe you're listening to me and you're that Ada. Maybe you're a lady, you're a guy, and everything seems to you like love. And you cannot even place it. Somebody comes to you and, just they speak to you, they're talking to you, and it was a very nice discussion. 30 minutes of conversation. At that moment, you see love. What do you see? Is what you call love really love? Ada grew up to be in the house where, provision was present. But something was lacking. There was no affection in that house that Ada grew up. Affection was scarce. But he had everything. She had everything rather. But affection was scarce. There was no I'm proud of you. There was no you look beautiful today. So your case might not be maybe it's a time or what it is. It might just be somebody. Okay, as an adult, why do you think some adults always come to you and say, how do you think I look today? How do I look? I said it a few weeks ago. I said, don't you have mirror in your house? What do you see in the mirror? What do you think is happening in the mirror? Do you see a beautiful person or an handsome person in the mirror? If that is what you see, and that is what it is. So a lot of people that we see that we can easily judge, there might be something that is a huge gap. And that is why they might be yawning or yearning for love. But there's a danger when you yearn for love. I'm not talking about yearning. It's a big danger. I remember one auntie when I was a teenager at this point. I remember this person, and these things are still fresh in my memory. And I was talking to this particular area auntie one day, and she sat and said, you know what? I just admit the fact that it's been long my husband beats me. I was not as old. These words were ringing in my head. Like, how did she get to this point of looking forward to be yearning for beating in the name of love? And I remember she was saying, I always look forward to any time she brings a new broom. I remember that. A new broom, and she is going to beat me up with the broom. I feel good. That is yearning for a desperate love. That is somebody who is truly damaged. That is somebody who is truly in need of help, urgent help. That is not even yearning for love. That is somebody that, at the point I was a child when this person was saying this to me, even though I didn't know what exactly to say to help this person, but years down the line, these things come back to me as a flash. And I kept asking questions. What could have gone wrong? What could have gone wrong? Like Ada that I was sharing, for many people, there was no safe space to cry. Maybe Ada as a child, when Ada is crying, can you just keep quiet? Just get out of here. There was no space to express emotions. That might be the reason why Ada sees everything as love. And that might be dangerous. And maybe you're a parent here, maybe you're an adult yourself, maybe you are in the phase of discovering yourself, or you are in the phase of getting ready to be a parent. Be careful so that you don't raise a disaster. If you are discovering yourself, I wouldn't want you to beat yourself down the way you feel, the way your emotions are running. But I want you to know that whatever it is, all you need to do is to stay calm, find a discovery of who you are, and seek help when necessary. It is very important. So because this is how many people enter wrong relationship in the name of they are looking or seeking for love. Like today is called the Lover's Day. Why is it going to be different for a lot of people today? Their lives, the statistics have shown that a lot of teenagers, pregnancy is being recorded that it always confirmed few months after Valentine, or what it is called. But many of these children or teenagers are actually victim of circumstance of yearning for love or yearning for love. And it depends on how they were raised. So let me talk to parents. Be intentional on how you are raising your child or how you want to raise your child. I want you to take a moment and take a deep breath. I want us to be sincere to ourselves this evening. Everyone, including me. Take a deep breath. And I want you to take a deep breath slowly. Just breathe in and out. Slowly take a deep breath. If you are in a safe space, maybe you are in your living space, you are not driving, you are not in the office, you are not doing anything. Maybe you are just listening to me right now. If possible for you to close your eyes, please go ahead and do that. Know that you are resting within. Just take a deep breath and rest from within. And I want you to just begin to think, what kind of love did I experience growing up? You might never given it a thought before, but I want you to use this moment to think about it. What kind of love did I experience growing up? If truly you can answer this question and you have a note next to you, you have a journal, please open your eyes and just jot it down. What sort of love? How can you describe the kind of love you enjoyed or you experienced growing up? It is very important. Just write it down. Was affection expressed openly to me as a child or in my household? Be sincere to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Just say the way you think it is, the way you feel and the way you saw it. Was affection expressed openly as a child? Many times we move past these things. We are not even thinking about it. We want to forget about our childhood experiences. We want to forget about our significant emotional experiences. We don't want to think about them again. But when we are not healed from the past, or there's something that we jump and start, there might be a danger ahead. So that is why it is very important for us to always get to this point of asking ourselves questions. Did I feel emotionally safe growing up? If you didn't feel that, just write it down. I did not feel emotionally safe. It is okay to label, to mention how you feel. It is okay to say it. I felt terrible as a child. There is no need, there is no reason to live in denial. It is very important. Am I yearning for love? Or I just yearn? Some of you are very okay. Now let's talk about the eligible singles. You are very okay. You are having a good job. You are a single guy. You don't need anybody to help you. You can afford the kind of house you want to live in. You can afford the kind of, maybe the car you want to drive, your dream job. You have everything. So you're not even thinking about who is going to date you or not. It's not your worries. But the moment that you feel that thing, you just want to go for anybody. Why do you think, you don't think through? You just, I feel like I just want to have somebody to sleep with tonight. And you don't care who you pick. That is this kind of yearning I said. It doesn't matter to you because you are okay, right? You can afford to pick anybody, talk them through. I'm going to pay you. I just want to have sex with you. You're fine. So what situation are you in? That is some kind of situation. For another set of people, they truly desire somebody who is going to love them truly. It's not just one-time thing that strike, but something that they are giving deep thought. And that is why I said, yearning for love, it's not something bad on its own. But yearning, who is it tonight? What is the food I want to eat? That might be so dangerous. I hope you have been able to answer those questions. Did you write them down? How you felt your emotional safety as a child? Or you're always looking for quick love regardless of where it's coming from? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The danger of it is, it's a psychological damaged state. And that is why we have some people, they are pedophiles. It's easy to say, why is this person behaving like this? At that moment, the brain is not functioning the way it is. There is a damage. They are not using their right brain. They are using their back brain. They can't think straight. A damage occurred, but they never healed. It's psychological damage. And that is why you see some people calling pain love. Just like the example of the auntie I shared. Oh, I could remember the way she was doing. And I'm talking about almost 30 years ago. He didn't beat me for about 2 weeks. I don't know what I've done wrong. Why he didn't beat me? I love it when I see him come back with a new broom and he just beating me. I feel loved. What a damage. What could have gone wrong? What happened? Beating and bleeding, yet calling it love. How are you today? What sort of love are you looking for? Okay, what does it mean to yearn for love? I know it's an English word. We all know it. I've talked about yearning. Also, what does it mean to yearn for love? I'm just going to say it in few words. That means you're deeply craving for connection. And it's not bad. I think at the point, everybody, we need connections. We need to connect with people. It's about the right connections, about the right people. Deeply craving, deeply within. Another thing that can look like is you're looking for validation. You are hungry for validation. You seek reassurance. Even when you're doing a great job in your work, you are still not confident. You still want somebody to tell you you're doing fantastic. You know that you are dressing nicely, but you still need somebody to tell you. Always looking for validation. You are looking for reassurance of your worth. What state are you? You have a strong desire to be seen and be chosen. You just want to fit in. You just want to be chosen. You want somebody to choose you. You want them to call you you're my best friend. You want them to invite you for that party. But you don't know all these things might be as a result of the gap that was there from your childhood experience or from your environmental situation as a child. But we all want to live in denial. We all want to move past it. We just want to leave it. It is not a problem for you to move past it. It's fine. But my concern are those children that you are going to raise. Because you did not heal, you're going to bleed on them. You are going to unconsciously pattern them to be you. And that might be a disaster for those children. Accepting wrong kind of love. Just, silence. I just don't want trouble. Somebody is being rude to you. You are not married yet. Talking to you rudely. I'm just gentle. You cannot set boundaries. I'm just gentle. This might be ringing a whole lot of things. I've already started sharing why people yearn for love. I've talked about the childhood emotional gap. And this might be a parent who is unavailable. Some people do not experience parental love. I understand for some people, maybe their parent passed away at an early stage. They have to move them from one person to another. Some people, you have to raise yourself. Well done. Well done. That is great. And I'm thinking some people can be imagined. So what could I have done? I raised myself. But there is always a way to go about connecting with people and being that child again for them to show you that love. If you don't do it, you cannot heal. I know these things can be so tough to swallow. You didn't grow up in an household that people actually raise you with love. Please look for parents. You are never too old. Look for trusted people who can actually adopt you, yes, as an adult. Who you can see, you can look forward to as parent. That is only when you can heal and raise an amazing child. You can never give what you don't have. You have to experience it first. It doesn't matter how old you are. But I'm 40. How will I now start looking for? You can always look for people who are going to be in your life, that you look onto them, trusted people. You will see how much that childhood experience that was missed is going to come out. Try it. Let somebody who is a little bit older than you just see the person as mom, and the person is showing you love. And the childhood within you, that child that lacked that love will come out naturally. You will realize that you're just glowing without any explanation. If you don't touch that part, you will never know. It's an emotional development. It's a gap it wasn't mastered. For some people, they actually had the love at the beginning, but somehow maybe their parent passed on. So you already developed that emotions called love, but it was not mastered. For some people, it wasn't there at all. It was missed. Whichever way, when you try to bridge this gap and heal, you will just realize that, okay, I can be like this. Some of you don't even know that you can play. Some of you don't know that you can smile. You don't know that you have that childhood something in you that you can actually joke because you did not touch that aspect of your life. And that is why you keep looking for love in wrong places. It is very important. It is very important. For some people, it was comparison that led to the kind of condition that you are. You were never celebrated. Your parents, your caregivers, the environment that you grew up in, they're always comparing you. Even when you do something good that you are expecting, oh, well done. What have you done? Can't you see the other person? For those who did that to you, they might not necessarily hate you. They might think they're trying to give you motivation to do more. But as a child, that's just stuck on you like ringing you are not good enough. But they thought they were trying to let you do more. They were trying to motivate you. They disciplined you without warmth. Every time, harsh disciplines. There was no discipline that was coming with love. These things might be ringing looking for love in wrong places. Maybe it was a childhood who was, emotionally, you were not safe. You were just like, they just tolerated you. It doesn't just be there because they don't want to send you away. The love, maybe it was conditional love. If you come out in A's, I'm going to give you this. And this is what a lot of people are still doing to their children today. If you pass very well, trust me, I love you for that. Our children, be it biological or those who are in our care, should not be conditioned to be loved. Can I tell you the truth? Even if your child is terrible in your own word, your job is still to love that child. If your child comes back home and it's all F, caregiver, mommy, daddy, you are still supposed to love that child. These are little things, but they are things that cause a lot of damage to a lot of adults because the love they experienced was conditioned. If you perform well, I will love you. And a lot of people are still saying it to their children now. You think it's motivation. It is not a motivation. It is destruction. If you behave well, I will accept you. You are the mother. You are the father. You are the caregiver. It doesn't matter if that child is behaving well or not. Acceptance is not negotiable. I know, okay, what am I going to do? No. Being a parent or caregiver is different when it comes to loving. So don't always use that as a yardstick to measure the kind of love you're going to show to your children. It is very important. If you succeed, I'm proud of you. What if a child did not succeed? This is the lot of errors in the life of so many adults. So you mean if the child did not succeed, you are not going to be proud of the child? It is high time we learn that we have to start separating love from conditions. Loving a child, be it biological or not, it is not negotiable. We need to keep loving when the child is bad, when the child is terrible, when the child is successful, when the child is succeeding. Our job as parent and caregiver is to keep loving, and love again. So that is why a lot of adults, they grew up to be thinking that I need to earn love. And that is why some ladies are in a bad relationship, some guys are in a bad relationship, but they're thinking because they have not done enough. That is why the lady is behaving rude. Because I'm not giving enough love, that is why the guy is still behaving rude. So they put all their effort to ensure that relationship is going to work out. Eligible single sisters, you are more than enough. You don't need to work extra mile. You don't need to put extra effort to earn the love from that guy. It doesn't want you. Let him go. She doesn't want you. Always reminding you that I'm here because you know what? I'm just helping your life. And you're trying every time. You give him all your salary. You give her all your salary just for him or her to see you. It doesn't want it. It is not your fault. That might be a gap or a breakage in your childhood experience. But whatever is going to happen to you henceforth is your responsibility. So it's high time you just woke up. Wake up. You're fine. And this is where we say it might be things that you might not be able to work on yourself. Get help when there's need. Don't go too deep and drown when it will be too late for you to be pulled out. I must end the love. I have to prove. I have to do this. No. Somebody that is going to love who will love you without you putting so much effort and killing yourself. You overgive, you overplease, you overstay. Staying hot where it's not necessary. Even when you are using all you have, you are still not seen. Do you want this? Do you want that? You are still not seen. But I love him. But I love her. That is what you think you're doing. That is not love. That is you ringing, I need help. There is a gap. There is a wound that I need to heal from. We have the environmental love defect also. Sometimes it wasn't just about your family. It was about the environment. I've already said that some people are just going to keep comparing about your community. Competitive culture. Didn't you see Madam somebody's daughter? That was all some of you heard growing up. And that is why you are in this situation now. That is why. You experience silence around your feelings. You couldn't even say how you feel. Because even when you say it, nobody's going to respond to you. So you grew to just burden, to be silent about the way you feel, even when others are hurting you. And that is why a lot of people are enduring abusive relationship, abusive marriage in the name of love and endurance. I understand that love is patient and love is kind. Love endures. But I'm talking about the one that is deepened in abuse. Or you can't even, you know what, I just love him. And that is why a lot of adults are searching blindly for love. If you don't know something and you're searching for it, when you see it, you will not be able to know, is this genuine or this is, what do we call it? Fake. What you don't have, what you don't know. Okay, now I need love, but I don't know love myself. Knowing love myself means loving myself first. But I don't know love. But I don't know that I don't know love, but I'm searching for love. So when I see what I think I'm searching for, I will not be able to know if this is genuine or fake because I don't even know it. I don't even have it. And this is why a lot of people are miserable today. And that is why they fall into danger of wrong love. What was missed in your early days? What do you think was not mastered as a child? What sort of love do you think you are yearning for now? Or are you just yearning? It doesn't matter. You are not really thinking about love, but you just yearn. Oh, I'm hungry for love. I'm hungry for love. Anybody? You're not even thinking, I don't want to be married. I've seen people saying that before. They are not yearning for love. They just yearn for it. I don't want to be married. I don't need a stable relationship. I just want an open relationship. An open relationship. Because you're fine. There is a damage. There is a wound. And that can be healed. It is never too late. Don't just accept who you are not. It wasn't your fault that you went through such an experience that has caused a damage. But it's going to be totally your responsibility to move on from here. And that is why you kept misunderstanding closeness for emotional security. You kept misunderstanding this. Little thing, you are overwhelmed. So begin to ask yourself, what was I? Where was I? How did I grow up? What sort of, can you question the kind of love, the kind of relationship you are in right now? I know this is very sensitive for married people, because if you truly want to accept or want to look into your relationship right now, you might be in a mess, but you are so used to it because maybe growing up, it has been like a kind of duty. Even your parent made you see that you have to sacrifice yourself for your siblings. And that is why I always teach about parentification. When we do these things, they look so simple. But the kind of adult we are raising is so sad that they are going to bear the burden of parenting error. As a child, from 7 years old, maybe you are the one raising your siblings. In the name of, but I have to go out and look for money to feed you. So at 7 years old, you needed to step up to become an adult. You cook noodles for your younger ones, 3 of them, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. You were 7 years and you were taking care of these ones. And that was all you knew to be love. And that is why that man today in that house doesn't care if you pay the school fees of your children or not. You are so used to it. Is it too late? It's never too late. I am not saying leave your husband. But if you heal yourself, you'll be able to fix it. If you see that there was something wrong, if you see that, you know what, you were bleeding, you bled, and the blood became dry, and you thought it's healing, you thought it was a smooth surface. So until you remove the clotted blood that looked like skin already, you'll not be able to take care of you. All you knew to be loved was sacrifice. Sacrifice. That is why when you want to rest, you feel guilty about it. You want to take yourself out, you feel guilty about it because all you need is save money, take care of other people. Quite a lot of things might be going on. So I want you to tell yourself this. You are more than enough and you can love yourself. You are just precious. So stop abandoning yourself to keep others. Many of you have abandoned yourself so much because you want to keep those friends in your life. So you do what pleases them. You listen to what they want you to say, because stepping out of your life, if they're not your friends again, you feel like, you know what? Your life is over. Stop abandoning yourself to keep yourself alive or to keep others alive. So I want you to ask yourself a genuine question. Ask yourself a genuine question. If you are into a relationship now, maybe a romantic relationship, maybe just friendship, whatever relationship you are at the moment. Maybe you are even married or you're courting, you're dating. Ask yourself, does this relationship honor me? Is it honoring me or just the other way around? If you are not sincere with yourself, you'll not be able to understand what this means. Does this relationship honor me? Am I being heard? Do I feel seen? Or everything is just a command? And because you are used to, you know what? Obey. Obey. You are not feeling it. You are not seeing any error. You are not seeing a disaster coming ahead. Be sincere when you are answering your questions. And I want you to write this question down, and when you are in your quiet moment, maybe on your bed, under your duvet, just think about that relationship you are now. The marriage you're about to enter, the one you have already entered. Does this honor me? Do I feel safe? Do I feel safe? Maybe you are just friends. You have committee of friends. You go to party together. You do things together. Because you want to do big girls together. Fine, good for you. But ask yourself, do I feel safe? Or you are just a follow, you're just following others. In the name of you also want to be a big girl or a big boy. So that they can know that I know this person. We connect. And I think that's what is trending. We connect. I'm friend of so. Is that why you are in that relationship? Do you actually feel safe? Do you feel that the feeling is mutual? Are you shrinking to stay? Please ask yourself. Please don't do this in a hurry. You can write them down. And if you don't take a deep breath and be sincere to yourself, you might not able to get the right answer. And if you don't have the right answer, you'll not be able to move on. Am I shrinking? Am I shrinking in this relationship? Am I shrinking to stay? What does it mean to shrink? Even though you know this is what you want, but because you want the other person to be happy, you just say okay to everything. You want to suggest, but the other person is not even listening to your own suggestion. So you're just shrinking. But you feel good about it because you want that relationship. It is good today, but the disaster that can come tomorrow is that, if you don't deal with it today, you are pushing on forward the pain for tomorrow. So it is high time you just dealt with it today so that you can smile tomorrow. Am I truly shrinking in this relationship? And I want you to know that even though what you went through as a child and your experiences, what you have been through, maybe you've been molested or whatever it is, I want you to know that choosing you is not selfish. Maybe you were parentified as a child. You were there for your siblings. You were the big sister, big brother. They taught you that, you know what? We send you to school so that you can raise others. And I'm coming there, and I'll pick a topic up on that soon. Maybe your parent has used you, which is so common in many African families. Even Asia is happening everywhere in the world. Americans, anywhere in the world, using your children as a gratuity plan, pension plan. So you don't care how that child is feeling. Just because you send that child to school, the child must die. Maybe that's the situation you are now. You've been made to believe you have to kill yourself for your siblings. And maybe your parents are even calling you to say, am I not your mommy? And they are even reminding you, do you remember how I suffered to buy you? Excuse me. Don't be guilt trip anymore. Deliver yourself. Love your parent. Love your siblings. But it's high time you woke up. Whatever your parent did for you, they did it because they were your parent. Your love for them is for you to take care of them when you have the capability and the ability, but not for you to kill yourself in the name of every time they are reminding you how they sewed their last clothes. And today now they are hungry and your siblings are, and you are dying, but nobody sees it. And you go into a relationship with this mindset. So you are always dying and shrinking. What sort of love are you experiencing? Choosing you, it is not selfish. It is necessary. Maybe you are there right now and I'm speaking directly to you. And I want you to just take a deep breath. If that sounds like you, and I want you to say to yourself, choosing me is not selfish. I'm choosing me. It is not selfish. It is necessary. I love my family. I love my siblings. You love people around you. But you must not, I must not shrink. I must live, pamper myself, not wait for validation. I can see the mirror, I'm beautiful. And that is what I'm going to tell every parent right here. When you are a parent and your child, your preteen, your teenager, your young child is always coming to you and asking, Mommy, how do I look? You think it's connection. It is not connection. That might sound disastrous. Every time your child wants you to give feedback, but you know what? A proud mom who is unskilled feel like, oh, you are amazing today. So when you are not there, what do you think that child is going to do? Look for somebody outside to ask. You are endangering that child. Tell that child also to go. What do you think? Go back to your room and check the mirror. Let me know what you think. Build their confidence. Don't let them be that you are always the person to reassure them that they're looking amazing. What do they see? What sort of child are you raising? That only mommies and daddies can validate them. You will not always be with your children. What sort of love are you building around them? This is an open conversation today. To the parent, to us as an adult, that we are healing, we were wounded. Whatever phase you are finding love, you are already in love, please question that. Choosing you is not selfish. Speaking kindly to yourself is not selfish. Setting boundaries is not selfish. Resting without any need is not selfish. You only can rest when you are worn out. The only time you take yourself out, maybe to a spa, to massage, or whatever you can afford it. But you don't always remember yourself. All you want to remember is, I need to pay school fees for this person. Oh, somebody called me. You lose your peace. You want to end that rest only when you feel like, if I don't rest today, I will die tomorrow. You already know that you're dying. That is the only time that you think you want to do that. Please stop it. That is not your fault you're feeling like that. But henceforth, whatever is going to happen to you henceforth, it is your responsibility. And I want us to get to the point as I close today, get to the point of forgiving yourself. I know we have many reasons why we want to blame ourselves. Why am I in this kind of relationship, abusive relationship? Or why am I just not bothered about searching for love or yearning for love? I just yearn for it. It's, I've lived like this long ago. I'm not looking for love. I'm not yearning for it. I just yearn. Who is that person I want to sleep with today? Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Take a deep breath. Reflect. Is this who you are? Is this who you really want to be? And I want to believe you're saying in your head that, no, this is not who I want to be. I want you to now get to the point of, you know what? I forgive myself. I forgive myself moving forward. Forgive yourself from those relationships